Hey everyone, welcome back to KD Sessions. Today we are diving deep into the world of Power Automate for desktop. If you are new here, I specialize in RPA tools and have covered Blue Prism and automation anywhere in previous videos. Check out those playlists if you are interested in learning more about those platforms. Now let's get to the good stuff. In this series, we will explore how to use Power Automate for desktop to automate various tasks from simple data entry to complex processes. So let's get started. Alright, so let's get started. Power Automate for desktop is a RPA tool of the Microsoft. If you're using any latest version of the Windows like Windows 11 or any other version, so you may have this Power Automate for desktop already installed in your system. You can just go to start and search for Power Automate and you will see this icon Power Automate. But if you are not a Windows 11 user and you don't have this Power Automate, so you can go to this website which we access in the previous video, make.powerautomate.com, or you can go to this office.com and in the apps you can find this Power Automate. So once you will go there, you can click on this create and here you will see this desktop flow. So as soon as you click on this desktop flow, you will see this dialog window and here you can see launch app and download app. So if that Power Automate for desktop is already installed in your system, then you can click on launch app. Otherwise, you can click on download app. So when we click on download app, it will start downloading the Power Automate for desktop. And after that, we will install this.
6 hours later.
Once the download is complete, you can run the installer and as soon as you click on this .exe file and here click on next, and then select the packages which we want to include in your installation, and always select this last checkbox, which is by selecting install you will agree to Microsoft's terms of use. I am not checking this checkbox, install files for enabling your automations in Java applets, and let me click on install. This installation process will take 10 to 15 minutes. And here we go, our installation is successful. And here you can see two steps. First step is enable extensions and second one is restart your computer. So I will click on this hyperlink of Google Chrome to enable the extension in my Chrome browser. And guys, make sure you have enabled this extension before using Chrome automation in your flows. Just click on this add to Chrome, and similarly we can do for Edge browser.
The next day.
I have restarted my system now. I will launch this Power Automate. The shortcut is also available on our desktop. Here we need to click on sign in, and you should have one Outlook email with which you can log in into this. And here we can select the country. So congratulations, you have successfully installed Power Automate for desktop on your system. So when we launch Power Automate for desktop, the first window that appears is the home screen. So this is the home screen. When we select My Flows, we can see the console. The console is the main component of the platform from which we can manage our existing flows and launch the flow designer to edit them or create new one. When we select an existing flow, we can get a new command bar with bulk actions which we can perform. So as of now, we don't have any flow, so we can't see those features, those options. Once we create a flow, we will be able to see those features. In examples, we can see several categories which we can have available, which are available, and we can use these as templates. So each category shows how many examples there are. For example, in Excel automation, we have 5. In web automation, we have 3 examples. In desktop automation, we have 11 examples. So we can just double click on it, and we can use any of the example or any of the template. For example, if we want to use this add date time to the names, so we can use this flow. So these are the built-in flows. Understand what is flow. So here you can see new flow, my flows, new flow, no flows, search flows. So what the hell is this? So this flow, what is this flow? Like in automation anywhere, we have bots. In Blue Prism, we have processes. Similarly, in our Power Automate, we have the flow. So when we choose to create or edit a flow, Power Automate for desktop launches the Flow Designer. The Flow Designer is the platform's primary development tool with which we can develop flows that deploy actions. So the flow design, in simple words, if I say the Flow Designer is the area where we can design our flows, and the actual development happens in the workspace, which is the main component of the window. So this area, which is in the middle of the flow, middle of the window, you can see this is the workspace. And on the left side, you can see the action panes. On the right side, you can see variables pane. In all the upcoming videos, you are gonna see this screen only. We're going to work on only this screen or this window. To deploy or search for an action, we can use the action pane located on the left side of the designer. All actions are categorized into group based on their functionality. This is the action pane, and we can see these groups. For example, I want to use any action of email, so I will go to email group, and here I can see the actions. Similarly, if I want to use Outlook, then I will go to this Outlook group and I can see all the Outlook actions. And if I want to use any action, just I can drag drop. So this is the workspace where we can drag and drop the actions which we want to use. If we are automating a complex business process, so we can divide that process into subflows. So if you want to create a subflow, you can click on this, and here you will see this new subflow button. Just click on this and you can create the subflows. Subflows are groups of actions that you can reference as a group within other subflows. Every flow contains some main subflow that runs automatically when the flows start. Every action that is used in a flow accepts some input parameters and stores its results in new variables. Such variables are a most important part of any flow. So if you want to create a variable, or if you want to manage the variable, just go to the right hand side, and here you can see this variable pane. Click on it and this will expand the variable pane. All the local variable which you are using in this workspace, those variables will appear here under flow variables. And in addition to these local variables, we can create input-output variables to pass data to and from Power Automate for desktop. We can search for the variables, we can rename them, and we can find their uses, and we can apply the filters on them. You can see this filter. And there can be other scenarios where we are using the UI and web automations. So if you want to manage the existing UI element or create the new ones, so you can go to this UI elements tab. Here you will see the list of all the UI elements. By UI elements, I mean buttons, checkboxes, radio buttons, labels, etc., which are the part of web page or web application. The last main component of Flow Designer is the images tab. You can see this. This tab stores all images that are used in the deployed actions, and this will allow us to access and manage them easily. And during the development or the implementation of the flow, we can encounter any errors. So these errors and warnings you can see here in the bottom taskbar. So this is the errors and warnings pane, and it will provide us all the information to resolve the errors. And we can use this to debug our flows and identify existing inconsistencies. You can see here we have 2 errors. You can see the description of the error. You can see in which subflow we have, and every flow will contain a main function or this main flow. So every, like in programming languages, we have main functions, main methods. Similarly, we have this main flow in our each of the flow. All right. So let me go back to the console, and you can see whenever we select any flow, these options will get enabled. We can run the flow, and if it is already running, then the stop function will get enabled. And in this flow designer, we can see this menu bar, and we have 6 menus. In file, we have save as, exit, and in edit, we have those basic features, undo, redo, cut, copy, paste. In debug, we can see the debug features, breakpoint, run next, pause, stop. And in tools, we have some useful tools like recorder, inspect your elements, browser extensions. So if you want to enable the browser extension, you can do it from here as well. Just click on Chrome. So it will launch the browser and enable the extension. Alright guys, so in upcoming videos, we're gonna use all these features. Thank you guys for watching this video till end. Do let me know if you have any doubt or any questions in any of the topic. Thank you. Bye.